Hello everyone and welcome back to Torah Clicks, where I try to give you something worthwhile to click on. So today's video is a little bit different than my norm. Usually you see me sitting by my desk in my study. And the truth is I've come to realize that all of my videos just about are that way. And there's really something else that I want to be teaching people and a lesson that I want to try to get out. And I figured that this might be a good way to do it. You're actually catching me here on a Thursday, and what I am busy with right now is making dips for Shabbos, which is something that I do every week. And you're catching me right now in the middle of making jalapeno dip for Shabbos. I hope that the burn of the peppers isn't too much for you. I hope you can tolerate it. So why am I doing this? Well, there's a very good reason. The truth is that it's important for us to remember and to realize that the Torah Akdosha is not something that's only about sitting in the study in front of the Sefer, sitting in the Beis Medrash, going to the Daf Yomi Shir, or sitting in shul and davening. The Torah encompasses the entire life. Torah is in the kitchen, Torah is in the car, Torah is in the workplace, Torah is everywhere we go. And the Torah has a perspective, and the values of the Torah reflect on everything we do and everywhere that we are. Indeed, it's right here in the kitchen as well. What I'm doing right now, I'm making jalapeno dip, but I'm not making jalapeno dip simply because I happen to like jalapeno dip. The truth is I'm not such a fan of jalapeno dip. I'm making jalapeno dip because Shabbos is coming. The family enjoys it. We're having company for Shabbos. It's something that I give to other people as well. And I'm doing it l'kavod Shabbos. And when you do something like this l'kavod Shabbos, when you do it for a mitzvah, what you're actually doing is you're being mekadesh the gashmias. You're bringing ruchnias. You're bringing a spiritual factor into the gashmias, into the more materialistic part of our life. And that's one of our critical jobs here in Olam Hazeh, is to take the Gashmias and to be Mekadesh the Gashmias. My Rebbe, Rebbe Feinstein Zal Zayin Gesund, would like to teach this lesson always from Yaakov Avinu. It's very interesting what we find by Yaakov Avinu. The Torah Akdosha tells us in Parshas Vayetze how Yaakov Avinu was running away from Esav, and he went to the house of Lavan, and he's traveling, he's running, he's a fugitive, he's on the run, and he comes to Har Moriah. And the pasuk tells us, "Vayolen sham kiva hashemesh," that Yaakov Avinu slept over there because the sun came down. It was night. It was time to sleep. And he sleeps, and then he wakes up. He has a dream. That's the dream with the ladder, with the malachim going up and down to and from Shemayim. And he wakes up and he says that he realizes that the Shechina is there. Va'anoichi lo yadati. I did not know. I wasn't aware that this is such a holy place. I wasn't aware that I'm here in a place where the Shechina is. And Rashi says, why does he say, V'anoichi lo yadati? Rashi says, V'anoichi lo yadati, if I would have known, I wouldn't have slept. Now the thing is that that's very odd, because the pasuk says that, and then a couple of psukim later, the pasuk says, Vayashkem Yaakov baboker. Yaakov woke up in the morning. Now hold it, wait a second, something doesn't add up over here. First, he says that he slept and he had a dream and he realized that the Shechina was there. So he says, "V'anoichi lo yadati." I didn't know. Had I known, I wouldn't have slept. Then apparently he went back to sleep because it says, "Vayashkem baboker." So apparently he was sleeping. So what's going on here? Should he have slept there or should he have not slept there? So Reuven always says that the key to the answer to this question lies in what comes before. The pasuk says, "Vayolen sham." He slept over there. Says Rashi, he slept over there. But for 14 years in the yeshiva of Shem Ve'ever, when he first left his father's house, first he went to yeshiva Shem Ve'ever. He spent 14 years in yeshiva Shem Ve'ever. So in the 14 years that he spent in yeshiva Shem Ve'ever, he didn't sleep. Now he left yeshiva Shem Ve'ever, now he went to sleep. Reuven says that the Rebbeinu Shalom was teaching Yaakov Avinu that the truth is he made a mistake. The truth is that he came over here and he slept. Somehow he felt that the 14 years that he was in Shem Ve'ever, it was inappropriate for him to sleep. For those 14 years, he was a yeshiva bacher. He was a koil younger man. And he was totally dedicated to learning Torah. And he felt that it was inappropriate to sleep. So for 14 years, he didn't sleep. But then when he left Yeshiva Shem Ve'ever and he was traveling to Lavan's house, he decided that now I could sleep. He had a paradigm shift over here. He went from being the yeshiva bacher who has total dedication, who didn't want to sleep, but now he felt that he left the Medrash, he's shifting over to a different phase in life. Now suddenly he could sleep. The Rabbeinu Shalom, by tricking him into sleeping on Hara Maria, let's remember, how did he end up by Hara Maria? Because the Rabbeinu Shalom made Kvitzas Aderech, Hara Maria came to him, he didn't realize that's where he was. The Rabbeinu Shalom laid things out and set things up so that he should sleep there. He woke up and he said, I slept in such a Makom Kadosh, had I would have known, I wouldn't have slept. But then he realized, wait a second, the Rabbeinu Shalom set it up so that I should sleep here. What's the message? The message Reb Reuven always says is that no, it's not right to say that there's a time in life when it's inappropriate to sleep and there's a time in life where it's appropriate to sleep. No. The Rabbeinu Shalom put you here in this world, in Olam Hazeh, and in Olam Hagashmi. And the fact is that a person needs sleep. And what the Rabbeinu Shalom tells us is, when you need sleep, it's appropriate to sleep. A yeshiva bacher needs to sleep. We had bacher in yeshiva who didn't want to sleep, and they were taken to the yeshiva, and the yeshiva told them, no, you have to sleep. That's not called bittul Torah. You have to sleep. You have to eat. So when it's when you need to sleep, when it's right for you to sleep, you sleep as the yeshiva bacher too. When it's not appropriate for you to sleep, when you're sleeping too much, when you're taking it too easy, when you're goofing off, then you don't sleep as the balabas either. When it's not right to sleep, it's not right to sleep. When it is right to sleep, it is right to sleep. If you're in yeshiva shem v'aver and it's time to sleep, you go sleep. When you're out of yeshiva shem v'aver, if it's time to sleep, you go sleep. And if it's not time to sleep, you sit and learn. It doesn't matter what phase in life you're at. So what my Rebbe would always say is, the lesson over here is that you always have to do, even when you have to be busy with things that are Gashmias based, even when you're here and you want to make jalapeno dip, it depends how you make jalapeno dip. If you make jalapeno dip l'chvod Shabbos, if while you're doing it, you're thinking to yourself, I am doing this l'kavod Shabbos. I'm doing this to be mahana my family. I'm doing this so that my family should enjoy it and my guests should enjoy it l'kavod Shabbos. Then you know what? Then right now I'm not just making jalapeno dip. Right now I'm making mitzvah jalapeno dip. Right now I'm bringing my study with all of those svarim. I'm bringing the Masechus Brachos over here into the kitchen. The Torah Kedoshah is here in the kitchen too. That's the lesson that I wanted to teach with this video. A reminder that no matter what it is that we do, no matter what it is that we're involved in, we have to take the Torah Kedoshah with us. Before I leave you, I remembered that at the outset of this video, I had in mind to say something over from another one of my Rebbeim, so I don't want to deprive him. Once I had it in mind, I want to make sure to see it through. When I went to Yeshiva Ketana, I went to Yeshiva Teresemis in Borough Park, and my manal was the famous Rabbi Elias Schwartz, Zechet Tzadik Livracha. And he had a saying that he used to push always in the yeshiva. There were posters up in the yeshiva that would say it. And he used to say, I'm not striving to make a 24-hour Torah learning Jew. Of course, it's wonderful to learn Torah as much as you can. He says, but that's not my goal. My goal isn't only to make somebody who learns Torah. My goal is to make a 24-hour Torah living Jew. The trick is to live the Torah Hakdosha for 24 hours a day. Live the Torah Hakdosha in the kitchen. Live the Torah Hakdosha in the Medrash. Live the Torah Hakdosha at work. Live the Torah Hakdosha by the water cooler, and don't say any Lashon Hara. Live the Torah Hakdosha in the store. We have to live the Torah Hakdosha everywhere we are. That brings the Nachas Ruach to the Rebbeinu Shalom. If you want to see my jalapenos, here they are. Now I'm going to take them, since some of you might already be drooling over jalapeno dip. I'm taking now some olive oil with basil and garlic. I'm going to brush it on. Then it goes into the oven to roast. And then later on, it's going to be turned into a delicious jalapeno dip, l'kavod Shabbos Kodesh. Thank you so much for joining me here in the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be well. Mr. Spot. Be well.